You think you've seen it all when it comes to influencer shopping sprees? Think again. Mikayla just dropped a designer haul that makes even the most extravagant luxury videos look tame. And it's not just the insane spending, it's the way she's flaunting it that's sending shockwaves across the internet. People aren't just shocked, they're upset, and some are even questioning what it says about influencer culture today. Luxury hauls have been a mainstay online for years. We've all clicked on thumbnails stacked with designer boxes, influencers making over-the-top faces, pretending like they just discovered the most expensive bag in the world. But Mikayla took it to an entirely different level. Her latest haul was so massive, she had to split it into 2 videos. That's right, 2 videos. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, and a level of indulgence that most of us can't even imagine. She even admitted it herself. She blacked out while shopping. And by blacked out, she means casually spending more in a single day than most people make in years. That's the kind of hook that immediately makes you lean in and say, wait, how much did she just spend? Let's start with the bags, because that's where the jaw-dropping begins. Mikayla pulled out a mountain of designer pieces, starting with an animal print Prada bag that cost almost $6,000. On any normal day, most of us would walk past it in a store and never give it a second glance. But with the Prada label slapped on, suddenly it's worth the money. Or is it? Look around and you'll see a nearly identical bag at your local department store for a fraction of the price. Yet she spent thousands. And that's just the beginning. Mini bags, cargo-style bags, iconic pink Prada pieces. She bought them all, and the prices? Mind-blowing. Some of the same designs are available for under $50 elsewhere. That contrast alone sparks a mix of shock, disbelief, and for many viewers, frustration. It's impossible not to ask why. But bags are just the opening act. Mikayla's designer clothes and shoes are where the spending really escalates. Sweaters, jackets, boots, each piece carefully curated for luxury, each tagged at prices most of us wouldn't dream of paying. And yet, despite the price tags, one can't help but notice a disconnect between value and appearance. The boots might be gorgeous, but are people scrutinizing logos on the street? Probably not. And still, the numbers climb higher with every item added to her collection. And then comes part 2 of the haul: Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and more. This segment alone totaled over $127,000, bringing her combined spending for the 2 videos to roughly $185,000. That's right, one shopping spree, one day, nearly $200,000 in designer goods. The scale is enough to make anyone pause. Unsurprisingly, public reaction has been intense. Comments range from "money can't buy taste" to "I can't afford my rent this month." People are frustrated, not just with the spending itself, but with the tone deafness of posting it online. This isn't a subtle display of luxury, it's full-on extravagance, and viewers are reacting accordingly. Some fans speculated that it might all be a tax write-off. Influencers do sometimes write off business expenses, but not everything you buy for content can qualify. Clothing and accessories used personally complicate the rules, making it far less likely that this spending is fully deductible. Still, the idea adds another layer of intrigue and conversation around her choices. Beyond money and taxes, there's a safety concern. Mikayla's openness has exposed her to fans showing up at her home, leaving notes and packages. While the gestures are often heartfelt, they also carry risk. She even invited one fan inside to give her free makeup. A kind act, but one that highlights the dangers of sharing excessive wealth publicly. For creators without security or privacy measures, this could easily turn into a nightmare scenario. Looking at the bigger picture, Mikayla's trajectory is familiar. She started as a relatable creator, a normal girl with a passion for makeup. Her early content was grounded and approachable, but as her wealth and influence grew, so did her persona. Today, she's a classic example of the influencer cycle: relatable beginnings, sudden wealth, and eventual excess that distances the audience. Many longtime fans feel disconnected, reminiscing about the 2020 Mikayla, who felt like someone they knew. Despite the backlash, Mikayla isn't slowing down. Days after the first video, she posted another haul featuring even more designer shoes. Luxury content has become her brand, whether audiences like it or not. And this raises an important question. Where's the line between aspirational content and excessive flaunting? For viewers, it's a mix of fascination and frustration. We can't look away. Even as we cringe, we debate, speculate, and sometimes judge. And that's the power of high-profile influencer culture. It keeps people talking. Mikayla's haul isn't just a shopping spree. It's a mirror reflecting how far online culture has evolved, how wealth is displayed, and how audiences respond. So, what's the takeaway? Mikayla's designer hauls are shocking, controversial, and undeniably compelling. They spark conversation, outrage, and curiosity all at once. But they also illustrate the risks of excess. Public criticism, safety concerns, and a widening gap between creator persona and audience expectations. For influencers, this is a cautionary tale. For viewers, it's a spectacle. And for all of us navigating social media, it's a reminder that even millions of dollars can't buy universal approval. In the end, luxury hauls like Mikayla's are more than just videos. They're stories about ambition, excess, and the delicate balance between relatability and fame. And while we watch in disbelief, it's impossible not to wonder, how much further will this cycle go? And what comes next for creators who keep pushing the limits of wealth, influence, and spectacle?